Okay, good evening, sports fans, wrestling fans, and years underway for Beat Digger Wrestling. We're at Weld Central High School. At a nice big gym with a white mat with blue lines, a little you see out there in the middle in red, but one of the few white mats that we're going to run across this year. So we're just about to get ready for our introductions as we'll kick it off at 1:52. See if I can tune in here a little bit. Mario Franklin going against Roberto Estrada at 106. Diego Hernandez for the Beat Diggers will receive a forfeit at 113. As will Eric Urbina at 120. And at 126, Brush's Caden Lefevre will take on Colton Robinson from Weld Central. Austin Sisk for the Beat Diggers at 132 against Matt Villarell. And at 138, it'll be Evan James for the Beat Diggers going against Cassidy Park. At 145, Brush's Bryce Thomas will take on Tanner Baumgartner. And at 152, it'll be Jace Krieger against Brandon Baumgartner. Hunter Ludgate will go at 160 against Levi Gherkin. No wrestlers at 170, so we'll jump to 182 and we'll finish it out. Chase Barnett, no opponent at 182. 195, Wyatt Holdren will receive a forfeit win. At 220, Thomas Matlin will also receive a forfeit win. And no wrestlers at heavyweight or 285 pounds. So, Aaron Quinlan for the Beat Diggers will take on Elliot Copeland, the head coach of Weld Central. So we're about ready for the coin flip. So that was our Beat Digger lineup. It's brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier when you're on the go. Check it out today. That's Equitable Savings and Loan. In our first match, we'll kick off at 152. We'll have Jace Krieger against Braden Baumgartner. And the opening match is brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. Okay, again, a few instructions out there. So, about Western Engineering Consultants. Engineering and consulting services for all your projects. Strong commitment to their clients' needs sets them apart. Get your project started the right way with Western Engineering Consultants. Chad Cox. And Chad spends his spare time here coaching as he owns Western Engineering. Travis Lefevre, across the way, he's with Buildings by Design. And they're giving back to the community, so that's awesome. And the kids. Okay. Long talk out there. Beat Diggers win the toss. And so we'll kick it off here at 152. So, Stubbs Gas and Oil. Fill up your cooler and your gas. Gas up your car at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Easy and convenient to make them the only stop you need on your way to the big game. That's Stubbs Gas and Oil. State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make insurance world easy for you. Call them at 842-4555. That's 842-4555. State Farm Insurance. Okay. Just about ready to get going. There's the wrestlers will head out there. We're on the 3A side. Beat Diggers are ranked number 5. We'll go through some of that as we go along as Jace Krieger steps out at 152, going against Levi Gherkin. Beat Diggers in their maroon signals with beat diggers up the sides and brush on the back. A little white in there. Gray singlets. Oh, nice double leg tackle by Baumgartner, but a good sprawl by Krieger. And trying to fight off a nice single leg, and they'll be out of bounds. Out of bounds rules have changed just a little bit this year. Try to define them a little better. It'll be 2 points of contact, and you're still in bounds where the line is. So that could be your foot, his foot. It will make the 2 points. So there's a nice shot by Krieger, and they're pretty deep. Got a little whizzer coming there by Baumgartner. And we'll get a stalemate as they get tied up out of there. Pretty good shot by Krieger, but he couldn't finish it. Back on their feet. Still no score. First match of the night. Baumgartner and Krieger bounce around. A couple of tie-ups. Feeling each other out. Baumgartner. Well, they're circling. There's a shot by Baumgartner. Good little sprawl. Now Baumgartner's shooting in there. A little throw attempt by Krieger. Baumgartner's going to push him out. Going to get a stalling warning on Krieger because he didn't try hard enough to stay in. So first warning on the beat digger. Percussion. Back underway. Little arm drag attempt by Baumgartner. Now works down for an ankle. Krieger reaches up, traps the elbow, and fights that off. Baumgartner working the right arm, pushing into Krieger. They work out of that. Krieger pops that away. Only 20 seconds left here in the first period. Still no score. And there's a shot by Krieger into the single leg, in a double leg. That lifts him up. 6 seconds to go, and there's a takedown for Baumgartner. Krieger got caught on his... Just kind of caught on his heels. He gets dumped down. That'll give the first points of the match to Weld Central. Krieger's going to take a down position to start the second period. So they face away from us. Baumgartner in on the right side. Works that near side arm. It steps over. Got a little arm tied up underneath. Now they throw a grapevine in there for moment on the left leg. And come up with that across the stomach, traps that far elbow for a moment. Now put the little head lever in there, trying to walk it around. Krieger fights that off. Baumgartner maintaining control. Now get a 2-on-1. He's got a little cheap tilt going for a 1 count. Kind of a slow 1 count, so no points awarded as he works to tie that up again. Krieger trying to build a little better base. Now here comes a little roll attempt by Krieger, by Baumgartner on Krieger. Now Baumgartner comes up, hits a cross face, throws a grapevine in. Tripod attempt by Krieger. Baumgartner stays behind him and they'll be out of bounds. 1:02 left here in the second period. 2-0 for the Weld Central wrestler. Baumgartner's a sophomore. Okay, Krieger on the bottom. Now we're set to go. Good hard side drag by Baumgartner. Just working that tilt again, and Krieger's trying to keep off his back. Boy, Baumgartner had him, but couldn't quite get the exposure. Krieger will base up. Baumgartner working the wrists. Now he's got a little better setup there, but only gets a 1 count again. Krieger gets back to his base. Now Baumgartner gets that grapevine in there, got it locked on the back and turking him over and picking up back points on Krieger. Got that right arm across the chin. Grabs that shoulder. He's got the 3 count. Or the 5 count for the 3-point. And we're down to 5 seconds left. Here's the 3-point near fall. And we'll head to the third period. Krieger's down 5-0. Okay. And Baumgartner wants top. Little action there right off the whistle by Krieger, but Baumgartner settles that down. Trying to get the grapevine in there and get that Turk going again. He's got the head and cranking him over with it. Got a two fingers down so far. And he's going to get 2 more near fall points. That'll make it 7-0. This Krieger's based out. Baumgartner trying to throw a grapevine in here with the right leg. Puts that figure 4 on the right leg and Turks him over from the other side this time. Krieger trying to fight out of that. 110 and counting in the match. Now he's got a hammerlock set up on Krieger. Krieger kicks that free. And now comes a half Nelson. Baumgartner out to the side. Krieger fights that off. Baumgartner slaps that 2-on-1 on the right wrist. And it reaches through the low. Well, he didn't quite reach through the legs to grab that rooster tail. He thought about it. Keeps Krieger broken down. Now he gets that head lever in, cranks it over. He's got the half in there. And Krieger somehow fighting off that. Gets turned towards the mat. Baumgartner puts a knee in the face, but Krieger now gets up to a pretty decent base, but Baumgartner gets a tight waist, flops him back down. 18 seconds left. Weld Central will like to get 1 more point to get that major decision. And we're inside of 10 seconds to go, and here comes a nice hard cross face. Kind of that barbed wire look with one arm. And he's going for a cross-face cradle, but he ran out of time, so that should be the match. 7-0 for Weld Central, giving them 3 team points. And we'll have Hunter Ludgate coming out against Levi Gherkin here. So we'll step up to 160 pounds. Cargill Meat Solution. Cargill works with the community to make sure there are jobs for the members of the communities they're in. That's Cargill Meat Solutions. Step up to 160. Ludgate kind of working the head, and Gherkin fighting wrist control. So they work over to the left side. And Ludgate really banging foreheads in there. Gherkin's got a little length on him. Ludgate tries a shot, gets caught in the front headlock. He's trying to drag out of that. Here's Gherkin working out. Ludgate comes to his feet. Can't quite get out of the headlock, though. Gherkin trying to pop him down. Now Ludgate trying to get out of there again, but Gherkin keeping that front headlock. Now keeping with it. And they'll go out of bounds over here towards the Weld Central bench to our right. Okay, quick shot in there by Gherkin, and Ludgate out to the side, but he couldn't quite get around behind. Now Gherkin going for a double leg. Ludgate trying to fight that off, and Ludgate's on his back, and Gherkin's going to get the takedown. Looks like Ludgate's giving up a little size in this match. And he's about to snap back now. Ludgate tripods up right at the edge, grabs a ankle. Gherkin throws in a great grapevine, that standing grapevine. Kind of settles him down for a little bit, and they'll go out of bounds on the far side of the mat. .29 seconds left here in the first period. 2-0 for the Weld Central wrestler, Levi Gherkin. He'll come in on the top, on the left side. Quick switch, attempt by Ludgate. A good job of settling that down by Gherkin. Ludgate loses the left arm to the hammerlock. Gherkin trying to reach underneath the jaw and grabs the right wrist. Gherkin working that. Ludgate gets the hand free and we're ahead to the second period. 2-0 for Levi Gherkin. Just underway. We got a little blood stoppage. So if you just tuned in, this is Beat Digger Wrestling on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com. 3A action between the Brush Beat Diggers and the Weld Central Rebels. Talked about the rankings. Tim Yount puts all that out. Tremendous amount of work goes in it. On the 3A side, Alamosa is ranked number 1 in the preseason. Jefferson, number 2. Pagosa Springs, 3. Eaton Reds at number 4. And the Brush Beat Diggers ranked number 5 here. Lamar in 6th, followed by Eagle Valley in 7th, Berthoud in 8th, Woodland Park 9th, and the Sterling Tigers in 10th. So the blood is all cleaned up, so Ludgate will work from the top here in the second period. Good hard side drag by Ludgate. And working at 2-on-1, but can't quite bust Gherkin down. Ludgate gets a grapevine in there on the right side. Try to heist that hip a little bit. And get a crossface in there. Gherkin trying to peel that toe off there. There's a cradle, and Gherkin's on his back. Ludgate going for the pin. He's got Gherkin down. Boy, he's flat on this side. I don't know about the other side, but he is pinned under Ludgate. Whoa, how about that? 123, so a 237 pin for the Beat Diggers for Hunter Ludgate. Make the team score 6-3 Beat Diggers. As they lose the first one, but come back with the second one. And we'll have Chase Barnett coming out for a forfeit win here at 182. No wrestlers at 170. Now here's Wyatt Holdren. He's headed out at 195. And Thomas Medlin stepping up at 220. And he doesn't have an opponent either. And we're going to have a battle between the two opens at 285. So that'll be... Should be 24-3 Beat Diggers, and we're going to kick off at 106 pounds. Mario Franco for the Beat Diggers. Roberto Estrada for the Weld Central Rebels. And we're underway. 106 pounds. Oh, a nice little throw by... And it works for Estrada. And he's going to get the 2-point takedown. He blocks up that 2-on-1, does a little roll, reinforces it, trying to step out and walk that armbar around. Turn it into a chicken wing. They're a little high, but he gets back in a little better riding position with it. Is Mario Franco trying to fight that off. Here comes the barbed wire, that iron cross look. And now he's trying to go to a crossface cradle. And Franco grabs the knee, but over he goes. He's on his back. Estrada going for the cradle. Is going to pick up a 2-point near fall. That makes it 4-0. And now he's on his back again in that cradle. And we're just inside of mid go. And there's the pin. And it comes exactly 1 minute for Roberto Estrada. So that should make it about 24-6 on the team side. Well, B&B Appliance. B&B Appliance can help you with all your appliance needs. Stop in and see what they can do for you. Check them out at Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. Okay, Diego Hernandez will pick up a forfeit win for the Beat Diggers. and as will Eric Sabina. So Eric's at 120, Diego Hernandez at 113. So we got Caden Lefevre is out there now at 126. He's going against Colton Robinson. I think Colton's ranked. I didn't get him in the top 4, but seen him last year. Nice long shot there by Robinson in there deep. And Caden Lefevre trying to grabs an ankle and trying to work that as he's got set over on his hip. And Robinson trying to work up the body, and he'll get the takedown. Weld Central wrestler up by 2. Trying to get a grapevine in there. Gets it in on the right side. Lefevre trying to tripod up. And here comes a little roll attempt. Oh, and a little headlock out of that grapevine. But no back points awarded. Caden gets back to his base a little bit. Trying to kick those legs free, but Robinson's got him tied up. Stand behind the shoulders. Now it looks like a power half. He's trying to crank from the right side. And I'm going to work on the left side a little bit. He's keeping the legs tied up. Doesn't really have them sunk in there deep. There's a half Nelson and drives Lefevre over to his back. There's a 2 count, close to a 5 count here. Lefevre fighting off. They're inside of 30 seconds to go here in the first period. And Lefevre trying to keep from getting pinned because Robinson's got him really stretched out there. There's the pin win going for Weld Central. That comes at 144 of the match. Okay, we're flying along. We've got 3 matches to go. Austin Zisk is up next against Matt Villarreal. Transwest believes that customers are number 1. Check out their selection online and just stop by one of their dealerships in Fort Morgan or Sterling today. Transwest. Okay, Austin Zisk. Going to be taller out there. Going against Matt Villarreal. There's a shot by Villarreal. Sisk, gets lateral dropped right to his back. Sisk trying to get out of there, but he's going to give up the takedown. And trying to kick out. He's going to come up on top, around behind, and he's got a reversal. Sisk, and here comes a headlock by Villarreal on Sisk. And now Sisk is on his back. And Sisk about to get pinned here. He's trying to use that length and tip Villarreal over. But Villarreal's got a nice tight headlock locked up there. Sisk trying to bridge out of this mess. 105 on the clock and counting. A little roll through attempt by Sisk, but Villarreal steps over him. Sisk somehow gets back to his base. 3 more near points, fall points for Zisk. And he throws a grapevine in. Villarreal has the 8-2 lead. He gets outside and puts in a 3/4 Nelson on Sisk and cranks it over. Zisk is on his back. He's in deep trouble again. A 1 count. Nope, now there's a couple counts there. He's in bad trouble, and there's the pin. Nice veteran moves there by Matt Villarreal to pick up the pin win. Well, it says 2 minutes on the clock. I'm not quite sure what that one was. First period, anyway. Okay, they're saying 42-21 on the team side. Evan James out there for the Beat Diggers, and he's taking on Cassidy Park. Park in on a single leg. Evan James for the Beat Diggers, Cassidy Park for Weld Central. And Weld Central wrestler's a tall one this time. Yeah, a little flurry out there. Parks, sophomore. And Parks going to come up on top, get the takedown. Kind of pushed James's head down, spun around behind him. Yeah. Evan James trying to work the wrist and peel it free, but Cassidy Park breaks him for it, grabs an ankle again. Ties up the right arm underneath with the left arm. Maintaining control. About a minute gone here in the first period. 2-0 for the Weld Central wrestler. As they work towards the far edge, or north edge. There's a nice set out there by James. And he'll get an escape. Like a 2-1. So they work right in the center of the white mat. Nice shot in there by James. He's going to pick up the takedown and the lead. That'll make it 3-2. 25 seconds left here in the first period. We're at 138 pounds. And James out to the side. Wasn't quite sure what he was going to set up there. So he gets back in riding position. Working that near arm, the tight waist. Breaks down Cassidy Park. He's trying to work that 2-on-1 into something, but we run out of time here in the first period, 3-2. Okay, the Weld Central wrestler will defer, and Evan James will take the neutral. They go on their feet. Big push by James, shot by Cassidy Park, in there deep with it, and James is going to have to bail out here. He's going to be in deep trouble. He's hooked an arm, and he's trying to pull it under. I don't think they're going a takedown yet. As James rolls over, it comes up on top, and he'll get the takedown. Good job of staying with it by the young wrestler. Takes it 5-4. We're going to restart him back in the center. Evan James in on the left side. Oops, he's going to get dinged for locked hands, and that'll tie it up. One on a penalty. So we'll have to restart. 35 seconds gone here in the second period. James in on the left side. Quick switch by Park, and he's right on top. Give him the 2-point reversal. Now he's up 7-5. Park trying to work in there. Oh, a nice little switch there by Evan James. He's on top. He's going for, I thought he was going to set up and turn him, but it didn't work. Reversal to James. Now he's got a half Nelson in. Park's on his back. And boy, he was flat for a moment. If he can hold him there. Good hard bridge. And there's the pin for Evan James. That's a back and forth match. 307 pin for the Beat Digger. We're down to our last match. As we'll have Bryce Thomas for the Beat Diggers taking on Tanner Baumgartner. He's also a sophomore. Okay. I heard him say Oswaldo Nunez, but it's Bryce Thomas out there for the Beat Diggers with the red hair. And we're underway. As Bryce kind of works in, and it's another new rule that they don't want the wrestlers down on a hand and stuff like they have been. So I got to look into that one a little better. A little shot there by Baumgartner. Thomas catches him in a front headlock for a moment. They break out of that. About 30 seconds gone here in the first period. A throw by attempt by Baumgartner, and he's going to get the takedown. grabbed him by the head, threw him by, and gets the 2 points. Bryce Thomas tied up underneath, gets the hands free. We got a hard side drag by Baumgartner. He's staying parallel, working 1-on-1, 2-on-1, working those wrists underneath. Thomas trying to peel the wrists away. Gets one leg out, but Baumgartner pulls him back down to his knees. Kind of facing away from us. Now Thomas gets to his feet with that. Reaches back, but Baumgartner's going to settle him down again. 30 seconds left here in the first period. 2-0 for the Weld Central wrestler. Officials kind of blocking the view here. And we're going to get a stalemate. We'll restart with 16 seconds left here in the first period. 2-0 for Tanner Baumgartner from Weld Central. Quick set out by Bryce Thomas. Baumgartner ties up those wrists. Owen does a little cheap tilt, and we're going to get a 2 count out of that one on Thomas. He counted a little faster this time, but it has been, and that'll make it 4-0 as we go to the second period. Okay, Tanner Baumgartner will take the down position. Okay, we're back underway. Bryce Thomas working that spiral ride. Go underneath the shoulder, across the other arm, and then tie up the leg. Baumgartner stands up. Bryce grabs an ankle, tries to step through it, and Baumgartner's going to work over, power his way around, and get a reversal. So he's now up 6-0. Here's Thomas trying to build a base. Only in the second period here. Our last match. Short duel tonight, only 7 matches. Some of them been pretty quick. Bryce Thomas trying to get those wrists cleared out. Baumgartner does a good job of tying them up. And he does that tilt again, and Thomas is over for a 1 count. And that's all. Got to watch it. It could have been close to 2. Got a little blood on the mat. That white mat shows it up well. Baumgartner keeps those arms tied up well, keeps some good hip or shoulder pressure on, and a little forehead pressure on the back. Thomas just stretched out there. 30 seconds left here in the second period. We get a stalling warning on Bryce Thomas. Bryce the beat digger. Is Baumgartner kind of goes over to the right side a little bit. Stay pretty much parallel. And Thomas has got to move a little more if he wants to get any help from the official. As Baumgartner just stays busy back there, grabbing the wrist. And we're headed to the third period. 6-0 for Baumgartner. And this is Tanner. They're going on their feet. Tie up, break apart. Little head tapping and bobbing out there. Little throw by attempt again. And there's a takedown again. Ellen Baumgartner throws on a crater right out of that takedown. So we'll make it 8-0. Now we got to stand up and run away by Bryce Thomas. That'll make it 8-1. About 1:05 left in the match. There's a circle. There's double shot. Bumgarner right in on the knee, and he's going to have to bail out as Bumgarner's got his leg tied up. 48 seconds left. Here's a hard cross face. Bumgarner traps that elbow, trying to work it around. There, he gives up on that cross face. And he keeps good weight on the beat digger as he works the one-on-one. Bryce Thomas gets good cross face from Bumgarner. And now he gets the hands tied up and walks away. We get another point on the escape. And there's a nice double leg tackle, and there's going to be that new rule. He's not going to give it to him. The toe's out. Really close on that one. I'm not sure. I think Bumgarner should have had a takedown there. 3 seconds left. A little throw by attempt by Bumgarner. That'll be the match. It'll be a major decision. Tyler Bumgarner winning 10-2 over Bryce Thomas. How about that? Let's take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with more on 1010, KSIR, and KSIR.com. Okay, welcome back. Beat Diggers win the duel 48-25. And this one run through that fairly quickly. Is Jace Krieger losing 7-0 to Braden Bumgarner. Then Hunter Ludgate at 160 had a fall over Levi Gherkin at 237 of their match. And no wrestlers at 170. Then 3 straight forfeits. Chase Barnett picks up a forfeit win at 182. Wyatt Holdren with a forfeit win at 195. Thomas Medlin with a forfeit win at 220. No wrestlers at 285. So Mario Franco went out for the Beat Diggers against Roberto Estrada. And he lost by a fall at 1 minute of the match. Diego Hernandez picks up a forfeit win at 113 for the Beat Diggers. Eric Urbina picks up a forfeit win at 120. And Caden Lefevre lost by a fall at 144 to Colton Robinson of Weld Central. And at 132, it was a first period pin by Matt Villarreal of Weld Central over Brush's Austin Zisk. And at 138, back and forth match, Evan James and Cassidy Park. And Evan James for the Beat Diggers comes up with a 307 pin over Cassidy Park. And Bryce Thomas lost a major decision 10-2 to Tanner Bumgarner. And that pretty much wrapped that up. But let me get you turned on here. Coach Quinlan, can you hear anything? Okay, how's that?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay. Well, Coach, it's a pretty good drive on a Wednesday night for 37 minutes of wrestling.
Yeah, we would like to have a full duel, but it was nice to come down tonight and get a lot, all of our younger guys in lineup. We were able to sit most of our regular starters and get some of those other guys in that might not get to see any dual action for us. So it was good to get those guys some varsity matches and see what they need to work on.
Okay, well, and then we got December 18, the Morgan County Triple Duel.
Yep.
Get that out of the way.
Yep, get that in here before break, and hopefully bring that back to Brush. It's last year was the first time in 16 years we lost that duel, so guys are pretty eager to wrestle those guys again and bring that title back to Brush.
And the next night on Wednesday, December 19th, get Resurrection Christian at Resurrection.
Yep, drive up to Loveland there, right off I-25 and 34, and get our, well, I guess that'd be our second league duel since Wiggins is technically a league duel, but yep, in the start the break off on that note.
Okay, and then this weekend, you got the Brush Invitational.
Yep, we
have
our
JV tournament.
Our JV and girls tournament.
Cool. Gonna have a whole bunch of kids.
We should. We got about 10 teams scheduled to come right now. Probably 5 or 6 of them are bringing girls, and the other 10 are, everybody's bringing boys, but at least 5 or 6 of them are bringing some girls down. So that'll be good for our girls. We have 4 girls in the room right now. It'd be nice for them to wrestle somebody else for once.
Well, that is, and I hear you got a girls' coach, and she bosses you around all the time.
No, she tries. She tries, but she don't.
I just you can't say no to mom, can you?
No, it's hard. It's hard.
But Erin's mom is helping out with the girls. That's great.
Yep, absolutely.
She spent enough time in the bleachers to learn a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then 14th and 15th, you get to run to Grand Junction for the Warrior Classic. That was always been one of the premier tournaments.
Yep, absolutely. And nowadays with the Florence tournament and some other things, we kind of see everybody we need to see on this side of the mountain. So we're going to skip out on the UNC Christmas tournament this year and head over there and see some guys we normally don't get a match up with until state. So it'll be nice to see what they have, a couple months before state. That way we can kind of game plan and know what we need to work on and make sure we beat those guys come February.
That sounds good. Well, ought to be a lot of fun this weekend. The JV tournament's always.
Yep. It should be a fast weekend. We only got 10 teams there, and get to see some good wrestling, but also kind of get everybody out of there. Probably before 2 or 3, and get some wrestling in and go home and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And also the Christmas Bazaar too. That'll be there in the auxiliary gym.
Well, yeah, it's always a lot of fun to go out there and wander around. Don't go through the wrong door, though. Right. I get yelled at.
Yes, yep, exactly.
So, well, you won this one 48-25. I didn't count up the wins, but we didn't do real good head-to-head. But
no, we didn't. Like I said, we pulled up a lot of our regular starters and kind of gave them the week off and let some of our young guys step in and get some of those varsity level matches, just so they know kind of where they're at and get a feel for varsity matches and see exactly what that intensity and pace and everything else feels like. So this is a good night to come out and do it, and now we got stuff to work on at practice.
Oh, good. You got a little guy over there helping out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Luis?
Yep, we got Luis Hernandez helping out and Travis Lefevre and Cole Kimball. We all got all 3 of those in addition to myself and Coach Cox and Coach Grobiger. So
cool. Oh, good. Luis, I don't think he's mean enough to be a wrestler, though, is he?
We'll see.
He's always got a smile on his face.
He's always got a smile on his face. Always keeping the mood light. Keep making sure the kids are upbeat. All those types of things. So he's good to have on staff.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I guess we got a long trip. Kids got to get up early in the morning, and you probably do too.
Yep. We got 6 a.m. practice, so.
Good.
Yep.
They're getting after it, huh?
Yep,
everybody
exactly.
in shape.
Yep, absolutely.
Cool.
So.
Well, congratulations, Aaron.
Okay.
Anything else you want to say?
Nope. Just hopefully come out and support us on Saturday. Watch our JV and girls. Make sure you stop at the Christmas Bazaar, and then see you guys. Hopefully, everybody on the 18th for the Morgan County duel.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Rod.
Be careful on the way home. Okay. Thanks, Aaron. Okay. Diggers win the duel and 48-25 over the Weld Central Rebels. And you just tuned in. Jace Krieger lost 7-0 at 152. Hunter Ludgate with a pin win at 160 over Levi Gherkin. At 182, Chase Barnett wins a forfeit. Wyatt Holdren at 195. Thomas Metlin at 220 gets forfeit wins. Mario Franco lost by a fall at 106. Diego Hernandez picked up a forfeit win at 113. Along with at 120, Eric Urbina with the forfeit win. Caden Lefevre lost to Colton Robinson by a pin at 144. Colton's a very good wrestler. And Austin Sisk going for the Beat Diggers at 132, loses to Matt Vielrell of Weld Central. And Evan James come back at 138 and picks up a pin win over Cassidy Park of Weld Central. And Bryce Thomas lost one by 8, a major decision 10-2 to Tanner Baumgartner. So That's where we end up with 48-25. So I want to thank some more of our great sponsors, and I hope you will too. We'll have 3 more matches before Christmas on KSIR, but Morgan Community College. Morgan Community College is there to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out at morgancc.edu. Some computer thing, but just do a little search on Google or something. Check them out on that morgancc.edu. And Ingmar Phillips Insurance. Things happen in life. Make sure you're prepared for the right insurance coverage. Ingmar Phillips Insurance. Offices in Brush and Fort Morgan. And then Northeastern Junior College. Northeastern is miles ahead. They're a college that's close to home. When it comes to your future, Northeastern Junior College. And don't forget, this is 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan. High Plains Bank. See what over a century of customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. They offer you a variety of banking needs, including agriculture and personal loans. Bank of Colorado. It's the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. They're not just a bank in Colorado, they're Bank of Colorado. Proud supporter of local sports and academics. AC Ice, crystal clear ice. Good for any drink at any time of the year. You can pick up AC Ice at about any local grocery or convenience store in northeastern Colorado. And Colorado Plains Medical Center, CPMC, is experienced physicians, highly trained surgical teams. They're trained in the latest surgical procedures. Explore what procedures are possible in your hometown. And don't forget that delicious treat, Willow Coffee and Bake Shop, right there on Edison Street in Brush. And check out their breakfast or lunch options to make your day better. That's Willow Coffee and Bake Shop. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for this evening. We'll get the kids headed home and then come back Saturday. We'll start about 8, 9 in the morning and roll through. And, of course, that great Christmas bazaar there at the Brush High School. So stop by and check that out. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Beat Diggers win the duel, 48-25 over Weld Central. We'll say good night from up here by Kingsburg. And thanks a lot for all our great sponsors and Rose for helping out. And thank you for listening to 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.